What's up, y'all? I'm gonna show you how to get started with a business when you don't know where to start. Let's talk about it.
Headed to the top, ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. I'm flashing for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Today I want to show you how to get started with your business, okay? Now, before I jump into all the practical stuff, you got to get your LLC and all of that. Honestly, I just want to kind of make sure that we don't skip no steps. I want to connect the dots for you, okay? So let's just say right now, for an example, you just a regular worker. You work at Walmart. You know what I mean? You're working at Walmart, clocking in hourly. You watching these videos on YouTube. You watching these influencers on Instagram. They're showing you, okay, get your LLC. Okay, they're showing you, do this, do that, right? Get your business credit. Well, you need to do this, but nobody's telling you how. Like, what is the very first thing to do? Honestly, dog. First, just figure out what is the lowest cost business to get started in, okay? Figure out what is the most affordable thing to do. I heard a guy call it the MVP, minimum valuable product, okay? Minimum valuable product. So in other words, it costs you the least to get started, it has value to it, and there's a product that you can sell quickly so you can get started quickly, all right? So me, in my case, I started with a cleaning company because I knew that I can get started for, under $5,000. I think I started with I started with $3,000. So I started with $3,000, put my money in, and then by the time, I think after about 9 months, I was already approaching the six-figure mark. But I only knew that because a guy called Pops, we used to call him Pops, he had a cleaning company, hired me and my friends when I was like 16, 17 years old. We worked for him, and I asked him, I said, man, how? Because I remember he wrote out checks. Actually, he wrote them, he printed them. And I'd never seen a black man before have printed checks, because my first job was at, first official job was at Farm Fresh. My first job was at Liberty Tax. I was passing out flyers, 14 years old, won't even old enough to work. But anyway, let's not put them under the bus. But anyway, my point is, this guy, a black man, had printed checks with my name on it. And I'm like, how the hell did you do that? And so when I seen that he was able to do that with a cleaning company, I had made up my mind already, I'm going to start me a cleaning company and someday when I save up my money, right? So that's why I started with a cleaning company. I knew it was a low investment, high upside, right? So that's the first thing I recommend that you do is figure out what don't cost that much and then what can make you a lot of money. So with a cleaning company, you literally can just jump into commercial cleaning. If you get your first contract can be commercial. It could be $2,000 a month. Back then, that was all I needed. You know what I mean? I don't even need no job. No, $2,000 a month, right? Or it could be $5,000 a month. It could be $200 a month. But the point is, you can get your first contract and be rolling with some dough, right? And then the good thing about commercial cleaning too is they're actual contracts, so the money keeps coming in. Versus, let's just say you started a company selling, hair clippers, right? That's a product. You sell it one time to one customer. When the next time they're going to need some hair clippers again? You don't know. They might not even come back to you. They probably go to Walmart next time, right? Versus with a commercial cleaning company, you're under contract for usually at least a year. So every single month, if you sign that $1,000 contract, that $1,000 coming every single month between the 1st and the 10th, all right? Somewhere around there, depending on what your terms was when you do the agreement, right? But that's why I got started in that. So think to yourself, what is a business that you can start with low initial cost and then high upside? How much can you make with that company? Now, how do you know how much you can make with that company? Google it. Okay, so go on Google and say, if you're thinking about starting a cleaning company, say, okay, well, what's the cost or how much can a cleaning company make, right? And look it up. What is the most highest grossing cleaning company in the world? Look it up. What is the average salary of a cleaning company owner? Look it up, okay? And then that's how you can kind of figure out. So play with those figures a little bit, all right? Then the next thing you do, once you figure out what you want to do and you figure out how much money you can make from it, then you jump into the details like, okay, let's go to our state corporation commission if you're in Virginia. If you're anywhere else, you just got to look it up and say start an LLC in whatever state your name is, all right? And so if you're in Florida, I know Florida and Virginia because that's the two places I do business in, all right? And so in Florida, it's sunbiz.org, okay? But just go up there, get your LLC paperwork. LLC is not that serious. Right? I mean, people try to act like you're doing something so special if you get an LLC, especially when they're talking to new people that don't know anything, okay? LLC is simply a filing fee, Okay, you pay for that filing fee. You gonna get your little certificate. You probably ain't paying but $100, $200 to get it, and bam, you own a business now, right? Then after you do that, you go get your tax ID number. So they call it tax ID. It could also be called an EIN, which stands for Employee Identification Number, or they may call it a FEIN, which is a Federal Employee Identification Number. But they all the same thing, okay? So your tax ID, you go to irs.gov and just click on find where it says EIN number. Go on there, get your EIN number for free, okay? So now you got your LLC, you got your tax ID, which is basically like your company's social security number, okay? Once you got those two things, then the very next thing you want to do is go to your business. Go to your bank. So whoever you want to open a bank account with, everybody always ask, who should I open up a bank account with for my business? It don't really matter, y'all. Like, as long as it's a free business bank account, that's all you really worried about. All right, just get started, okay? If you find out perks with different banks and credit unions later, fine, switch. Okay, you can switch at any time. It's not that serious. But people will try to argue about the little simple stuff instead of focusing on the important thing, which is bringing that money in. All right, so you got your LLC, you got your EIN. You want to open up your business bank account with those two things, so you're gonna need your LLC and EIN documents to open the business bank account. Then once you get the business bank account, start trying to do some business, okay? So whatever type of business you opened, you need to be looking for customers, whether it's on social media. Open up an Instagram page for your company. Start a website. Create a website for your company. I recommend Wix.com, Wix.com, okay? It's the simplest, easiest place to use. I'm not affiliated with them. I wish I would, because I sure would tell you to click my affiliate link, but I'm not. But use that website to create your website, all right? Get a Facebook page for your company. Why are you doing all of this? Well, number one, you want to make people aware that your company exists, right? But then number two, that's free ranking for Google. So every time that you have something that you can be searched by, you want to definitely create that, so that way you can rise in the Google search ranking. So that way, if you start a cleaning company and then somebody search cleaning companies in Jacksonville, Florida, your business will pop up because you got this Instagram page, you got this Facebook page, you got this website, and then anything else that you can create and put online. Another thing I'm going to talk about too is when you're getting started, you might say, well, hold up, AJ, you said get an LLC. Well, what do I call the LLC? Again, these are the basic questions. I understand before you get started, it seems so important, but I promise you, this is little stuff, y'all. Don't sweat the small stuff, all right? Call it whatever you want. Use your initials, AJ LLC, okay? Just start it. You can change it later. Changing it is as simple as filing a fee. And honestly, a lot of times you're going to mess up in the beginning with your first business anyway. So just start it, and then once you figure out how things work, then you go back, create a new LLC altogether and trash the first one, all right? That's what I did, all right? But honestly, that's all you're going to do. So when you come up with naming your name, just make sure it's professional. Make sure it's something that you aren't ashamed of saying out loud to anybody. You can say it to your pastor. You can say it to this old white guy at the bank that you feel like you can get a loan from. You can say it to anybody, right? So that's why I always go with safe things, like either your initials or something general. So if you start a cleaning company, Pro Clean, okay? Another thing when you're trying to find a name for your cleaning company or for your company in general, I'm used to talking cleaning business owners, right? But when you're trying to find a company for your, find a name for your company, the other thing you want to look for is the domain name. So remember I told you that you have a website, right? Well, what is a domain name? Well, when you have a website, you want to have a www.yourbusinessname.com, right? That www.whatever.com is your domain name, okay? So when you're searching and trying to figure out your name, just go to domains.com or godaddy.com and search and see if that name is available. That's another quick way to help you figure out what you should name your company, all right? So, LLC, EIN number. Actually, before that, I went too far. Figure out what you want to do. Low cost, high upside. Once you figure that out, get the LLC, get the EIN number, open the business bank account, think of your name, get started, go start looking for customers, get your Instagram, all of that going. That's all you have to do, y'all. Just get started. Now, if you're thinking about starting a cleaning company after you heard this and you're like, damn, you're right, actually, cleaning companies do have low investments and high upside. then check us out at cleanbiznetwork.com. I do have cleaning business starter kits available that can help you and give you that step-by-step guidance that you really gonna need. We ship the equipment, everything you need straight to you, so you can check that out as well. If you don't want to do the commercial cleaning company, you can also look at other different YouTubers. Just figure out what you want to do first, and then Google that topic and Google that subject in YouTube and Instagram, and find somebody who can mentor you. Because really, I wanted to make that the first step, but I didn't want y'all to think, oh, he's trying to sell something. I promise you I'm not, though. I'm telling you, if you were standing here right now, I'm going to tell you the exact same damn thing, okay? So just find somebody that's already doing it, and they either they've done it successfully or they're doing it successfully now, and they're willing to teach you, okay? And that's what a lot of times you can find on YouTube and on Instagram. Just make sure that you vet these people out, make sure that they ain't trying to scam you, because there is some scammers out there, right? But just vet them out, get some free information from them on their YouTube page. If they happen to offer a coaching program, mentorship, or some type of course or something, as long as you vetted them out and you trust them, to go ahead and buy it, right? I'm AJ Simmons. Hopefully this video helped answer some of those questions for you, my newbies here who want to get started with a business but you don't know where to start, rather. This is what you do, man. You sitting at Walmart, you study, you don't know what to do. This is what to do. Find a business low cost to get started, but it has high upside, and go at you from there. Rewind the video if you just forgot what to do, okay? Rewind the video. I'm AJ Simmons. Make sure you subscribe, because I do videos like this all the time to help you grow your business and build wealth for you and your family, y'all. So hit subscribe. Thank you for liking. Thank you for your comments down bottom. Talk to y'all later. Thank you.